Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Brahim Diaz, Peter, is a good example of the best of Spanish and the best of Africa. He's quick, he's agile, he's very good at taking the ball on the turn in tight spaces. He definitely has that element of the street footballer in him, which makes him a very exciting watch.
Okay, interesting. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, they can break here.
Hakimi.
Amrabat. Unahi.
Brahim Diaz.
Adli. And it's Diaz. Mazraoui. Bassi can get it clear. Iwobi.
Ndidi.
Well timed, excellent interception. Unahi. Mazraoui. Adli. Out towards the flank. Danger averted for now. Unahi spreads it out wide. Mazraoui. He's there to head it! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Oh, this was all about good movement in the box, just to allow him to get to it.
Ndidi.
Iwobi. Chukwueze. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Amrabat. Iwobi played out to the left flank. Iwobi! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Nigeria really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Nice physical challenge. Lookman. Moved on forwards. Tries to get it clear. Now here's the delivery. Gets good distance on it. It's a throw-in.
Brahim Diaz.
Unahi. Amrabat. En-Nesyri chasing after it. And it's Iwobi. Iwobi. Out to the left it goes. Clipped! Really well taken goal. Offside.
Well, obviously some sections of the crowd would disagree, but that was the right decision, albeit a late one.
Disappointments and relief on either side, nothing doing. Bruno, long ball by the goalkeeper. En-Nesyri has been caught there, it's a foul. Gets it away.
Brahim Diaz.
Osimhen defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Trostekong. Aina. And it's played forward. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Mazraoui. Muscular approach does pay off here. Unahi. Over to the left. Mazraoui looking to get on the end of this. Cleared without complication. Mazraoui. Can he latch on to this? Oh, not quite. Bassi forwards and with intent. Ndidi. Great defending, strong and determined. Amrabat. Can he spark a counter here? Chukwueze. So what can they make of this? Ndidi. Unahi does really well to win the ball there. Could move up a gear here. Hakimi. Unahi. Mazraoui. That is lovely. Now then, the ball's come loose. That's really well manoeuvred. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Osimhen. Ndidi. Osimhen tries to dink it through. And that has been cleared. Lookman. Unahi gets it clear. Nigeria have got it back and they'll have another go. Ndidi. Iwobi. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And there's the shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Unahi. He's on it, can he get away? En-Nesyri spread out to the left. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's there to get it away. Hit into the middle. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Lookman. Lookman shifted upfield.
Brahim Diaz.
Adli. Hakimi. And Nigeria can counter now. He's got away. Osimhen.
Nigeria clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Unai. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now it's Osimhen, and the counter is on. Great ball if he can get there. Osimhen. Aina. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Iwobi trying to keep this in. Tries a shot! Ndidi wins the duel this time. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. En-Nesyri. Oh, it's played into the area. Defending of the desperate variety. Aina, and it's lofted through here. Clipped into space. Cleared away. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And reclaimed it in a trice. Unai. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And it's Iwobi. Lookman. Played out wide. Morocco making a good start. Nice level of intensity in their play. Aimed in towards the centre.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man then.
Iwobi. Chukwueze. Deftly away. And now the breakaway proves too strong. And it's Iwobi. Amrabat, too strong for his opponent there. Aina. Oh, that's nice.
Chukwueze really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Aina. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. En-Nesyri. Out to the left it goes. En-Nesyri has it in a wide position. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Mazraoui. Very nicely done. It's a great ball. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Aina. Aim forwards. It's a little off target. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Lookman. Oh, great play! He has found the way through. Here comes the corner. And it's been taken short. And that's aimed into the middle. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Chance here to counter. Adley. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Ndidi. Chukwueze. Aina. Chukwueze knocks it out wide. That's tiny. Iwobi. Ndidi. Iwobi. Danger averted for now. Moved on forwards. Aina. Nigeria have reclaimed it. Chukwueze! Lovely idea, just didn't get it right.
Chukwueze might just be regretting what was probably the toughest of his options.
Amrabat. And it's Hakimi. Adley providing an outlet on that flank. Hakimi. Chance to shoot! Gets good distance on it. And they can counter here. Lookman goes on a charge down the left. Calmly anticipates. And back to the goalkeeper. And here's the chance to counter. He's having a look round. Oh, nice touch. Lookman. Cross deflected behind for a corner. They've played it short. Now it's En-Nesyri. And it's Diaz. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Lookman shifted upfield. And it's played forward. En-Nesyri. Oh, good spread. And here's Brahim Diaz. Lookman forwards and with intent. Osimhen. And here's Osimhen. And they've got rid. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Osimhen. And a chance! Mazraoui gets rid without sophistication. Showing good feet. Delivered in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Unahi gently done. Amrabat. Adli. Played out to the right. Amrabat. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
It will be. That looks a good ball through. Lookman. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Hakimi cuts it out. And it's Mazraoui. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Oh, the clearance is short. Amrabat. And it's played in. There's the shot! Goal! Morocco! And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Traded for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Chukwueze. Oh, what a... Osimhen! And that's been won straight back. Ndidi with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And it's Adli. Osimhen. Iwobi. Chukwueze chips it through.
Brahim Diaz.
Amrabat. Hakimi. That's really well manoeuvred. Now that's well seen too. Bassi. Aim forwards. Lookman. Played with finesse. Iwobi gets flagged offside. Keeper's got good distance on that. Osimhen. And here's Osimhen. Lookman. Out to the right. Out for a throw. He's going to be disappointed with that. Amrabat. Amrabat shifted upfield. Lookman. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Mazraoui did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Amrabat. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. That's really well manoeuvred. Hakimi makes the interception. Do have a chance to counter here. And it's Adli. Amrabat. Didi. And he's picked it. Osimhen! Mazraoui. Aim forwards. Lookman. Lookman. That'll be a throw-in. Lookman. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, what a... Oh, shooting chance! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Chukwueze. Ball is over the line. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Cuts out the pass. Unahi. Mazraoui shifted upfield. He's through here. Now it's En-Nesyri. And it's Diaz. Tries a deft little ball. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. En-Nesyri. Oh, that's well done, really robust. No foul, says the referee. Iwobi. Iwobi played out to the left flank. Osimhen.
Brahim Diaz.
Lookman. Thinks one through. Hakimi is there and he can get that clear. Succumbs to the pressure. Adli did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Ndidi. Over to the left. Time to deliver. Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Unahi spread out to the left. Mazraoui. That's been drilled forward. Oh, can he get onto this? Hakimi. Cross in, looks like a good one. Cleared away.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's making a real surge on the left. Osimhen. Mazraoui can get it clear. Looking to break at pace.
Brahim Diaz. Amrabat, gently done.
Ndidi. Aina. Bassi. Moved on forwards. Chukwueze. Aina. Goes for a shot! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Well, there wasn't much else on there out for the next period.
So what a half. So many talking points, so many goals, so much drama. It's 3-2. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Trostekong. Bassi. Ndidi. Agea. Mazraoui. Amrabat. Calmly anticipates. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Ndidi. That's very neat. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Now, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. They've played it short. Chukwueze. He'll try to keep this alive. Could be danger here. That's a good ball. Oh, good. Osimhen! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Osimhen is offering a wry smile there.
Mazraoui. Unahi. Mazraoui. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Aim forwards. Chukwueze is onto it in a flash. Aina. Chukwueze. Ndidi. And here's Osimhen.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Agea. That's really well manoeuvred. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Bassi.
Lookman.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Adley did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Ndidi.
Chukwueze. Aina. Chukwueze. There are a few waiting for it. And it's played into the middle. That had too much on it. Unahi. Moved on forwards. Played out to the right. Adley. Adley puts a cross in. Defending of the desperate variety. Chukwueze.
Ndidi.
That has been knocked clear.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Amrabat. And here's Brahim Diaz. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Chukwueze. Aina. Bassi. And Nasiri. Brahim Diaz! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Lookman.
And it's played forward. That's an excellent interception.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Lookman! That's a throw. Iwobi.
Unahi gets rid without sophistication.
Adley.
Hakimi.
Unahi. Agea. Unahi. Unahi shifted upfield. Amrabat. Amrabat forwards and with intent. And it's Hakimi. He's in space and looking for options. So who's he picking out? Firmly met. And claimed it back swiftly. There will be a throw-in.
Brahim Diaz.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Lookman.
Trostekong. Aina. Chukwueze. Iwobi. And here's Osimhen. Chukwueze picks it up out wide.
Brahim Diaz.
So what can they make of this? The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Aina. That is lovely. Can he latch on to this? The less said about that pass, the better. Agea. Unahi. Amrabat. Hakimi, aim forwards. And it's Diaz. Aguirre. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Mazraoui. Unahi. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Bassi. Lookman. Lookman, gently done. Muscular approach does pay off here. And they can counter here. Now it's En-Nesyri. Adli. En-Nesyri. Moved on forwards. Now it's Osimhen. Do have a chance to counter here. Amrabat. Oh, well measured. Bassi. Lookman. And it's played forward. The pass has gone astray. Unahi. Amrabat. Hakimi. And here's Adli. Oh, played through for the wide man. Now it's Adli. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
We're level. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes.
One superb game of football.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Aina. Driven forward. Clears it away. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, it's played. Up he goes! No, he's got that completely wrong. Unahi. Unahi forwards and with intent. Bassi cuts it out. Iwobi under intense pressure.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now. Really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Brahim Diaz. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And here's the chance to counter. And here's Osimhen. Lookman. It's Ndidi. And a chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Ndidi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And Here's Osimhen. Aguirre. That's been drilled forward. Bassi gets across to intercept that. Osimhen. Aguirre does really well to win the ball there. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Now that's well seen too. Ndidi. Aina. Chukwueze. And it's Ndidi. Ndidi played out towards the right wing. Showing good feet. Amrabat with the clearance. And reclaimed it in a trice. And here's Chukwueze. Iwobi. Goes for the shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Morocco getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Aguirre. Unahi. Amrabat. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Hakimi. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. And that's a good intervention. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Osimhen tries to dink it through. Ben Seguir. That has found him in acres of space. Wins the duel this time. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Lookman. That's really well manoeuvred. Proves too strong. Referee's given a throw. Adli. Amrabat. Out to the right. Adli. Plenty waiting in the middle. Bassi gets it away. And it's Diaz. Unahi. Mazraoui puts the ball in. And that has been cleared. Unahi. Amrabat. Nice control. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That has been knocked clear. Iwobi hurtling down that right flank. He's got away. Defending of the desperate variety. Aim forwards.
Brahim Diaz.
Ben Seguir. Amrabat. Amrabat, gently done.
Lookman.
So we've reached the hour mark.
Lookman.
Lookman in acres of space out wide. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Great chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Unahi shifted upfield. Aina. Bassi. That's really well manoeuvred. Aguirre. Mazraoui. Moved on forwards. Adli. Either side really getting hold of the ball. Adli. Played into the middle. Tries to get it clear. Morocco have reclaimed it. And that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bassi aimed forwards. Adli. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Lookman did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's a lovely, neat pass. Mazraoui. Aguirre. And it's played forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
Lookman.
Has a look and plays it forward. Aguirre clears it away. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Aguirre pinged towards the front line. Now it's Ben Seguir. Hakimi. Hakimi plays it in. Danger averted for now. They get a throw in. That's very neat. And it's Hakimi. That's a nicely weighted pass. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Lookman. Hakimi. Adli. Brahim Diaz. Can he finish?
Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Trostekong. Nice looking ball. It's a goal kick. Ndidi. Aina. Quality ball.
Aguirre does really well to win the ball there.
Osimhen really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Aguirre played up towards the front line. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Cross goes in there. Oh, what a climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Nigeria, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Chukwueze making good progress on the right-hand side.
Oh, that's nice.
Now it's Iwobi. Iwobi! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Shot a goal! And he comes up trumps again. Defending of the desperate variety.
Lookman. Trostekong. Aina. Up towards the front line. And that's put paid to a promising move. Mazraoui.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Now it's Osimhen. And it's Iwobi. Hakimi.
Now, what about a counter-attack?
Brahim Diaz. Hakimi.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Aguirre. Brahim Diaz. Hakimi. And here's Adli. And it's Hakimi.
That's good play. Now who's going to be first to this? Bassi. Oh, this looks sharp. That has been cut short. Mazraoui. Oh, can he get onto this? Bassi. Lukman. Ndidi. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Osimhen. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Brahim Diaz. Hakimi. Adli. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Iwobi. Moved on forwards. Mazraoui. Aguerd. Mazraoui. Unahi shifted upfield. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Chukwueze. That's really well manoeuvred. Osimhen, oh, good spread. Chukwueze. Amrabat tries to clear. Now it's Ben Seguir. And now the breakaway. Now it's Adli. He is just caressing the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bassi aim forwards. Ndidi. Chukwueze. And here's Osimhen. And here's Chukwueze. Oh, this is a great, decent chance! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Chukwueze brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
And it's played forward. And that is as far as they're going to go. Has a look and plays it forward. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Adli. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Turns and goes back. Adli crossed into the box. Defending of the desperate variety. Great defending, strong and determined. Bassi, oh, there's a probing ball. Amrabat. Mazraoui. And it's Mazraoui. Mazraoui charging forward down that flank. Morocco can make their change now with a break in play. Mazraoui. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Chooses to go back. It's a promising position. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Can he deliver? Here comes another cross. Can he stop it going out? Trostekong. Ndidi. Lookman, now he's off and running. Moved on forwards. Brahim Diaz. Ben Sekir. Adli. Now it's Adli. Lookman. Lookman shifted upfield. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And here's Iwobi. Lookman. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Amrabat. Played towards the front line. And he cuts out the supply. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Lookman. Adli. Succumbs to the pressure. Lobbed in behind. Amrabat. Ben Sekir. Ndidi gets good distance on it. Mazraoui drives forward on the overlap. Herring after the ball here. Lovely bit of skill.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And here's Osimhen. Aina. And here's Chukwueze. Well timed, excellent interception.
Nigeria really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Amrabat. And here's Brahim Diaz. And it's Mazraoui.
Morocco clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Osimhen, it's a delicate pass. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Tries a measured ball. That has been knocked clear.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
It's just beyond his reach. Unahi.
Morocco clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Hakimi. Nice physical challenge. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And it's been taken short.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Ben Seguir. Ben Seguir! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, look, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Iwobi attempts a clearance. That'll be a throw. So who's he picking out? The pressing. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Chance for a shot! He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Morocco really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Lookman. Bassi, gently done. Hakimi. Unahi. Aim forwards. Over to the left. Spread out to the left. And it's Diaz. Ben Seguir! Goal! Morocco! And the game is
Pieced together as efficiently as that. It's a joy to watch.
the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Nigeria really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And the shot! So close to drawing level.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Unahi. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, it's a great ball here.
And the shot!
And that would have been game, set and match.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter, and half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Bassi. Aim forwards. Ndidi have it back and can go again. Iwobi. And here's Osimhen. Osimhen. Osimhen! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Adli. Some good work on the right flank here. Adli. Hakimi chips it through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, it's come loose.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Trostekong. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Ndidi. Played out wide. Iwobi.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Chukwueze. Oh, nice touch. Chukwueze crosses it in.
Nigeria really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Mazraoui. It's a sharp pass. Aina. Moved on forwards. Chukwueze goes for a shot! Tries to get it clear.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Looking for a decent ball in. Ndidi. Oh, smashing header! And that could come back to haunt them.
Such a good opportunity, Peter. I hope he doesn't end up regretting that miss.
Hakimi. Brahim Diaz. Great run this, he's come at quite a distance already. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And it's Diaz. Is there any support? He might not need it. Very nicely done. Unahi. Brahim Diaz. Muscular approach does pay off here.
Morocco clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Nigeria, going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently, is onto it in a flash. Hakimi gets over and intercepts. Ndidi. Iwobi. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Can he spark a counter here? And he's on a charge. Driving on, a real charge here.
Morocco surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
5 minutes left on the clock. That's a lovely, neat pass.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Played into space out wide. Chukwueze.
Nigeria really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Bassi. Aina.
Going nowhere fast is about the only way I can describe this. They've just got to be busier.
And here's Chukwueze. Chukwueze.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And it's played forward.
Nigeria really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Bunu getting this one clear. Iwobi. Chukwueze. Ndidi. Final seconds, this has to be it. Played out to the right. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. A waste. We expected better, and so did he. Brahim Diaz. And it's Adli. And he's there to get it away. Adli. Brahim Diaz.
That's surely a foul. Free kick.
Unahi. Ndidi wins the duel this time.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Chukwueze. Moved on forwards. Osimhen chasing after it. Osimhen. Tries a deft little ball. He's having a shot! No mistake! Dying minutes, and we're all square again!
With almost no time remaining.
Brahim Diaz. Mazraoui.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Well read, nice interception.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Aina. Chukwueze. Aina.
And it's played forward. And they've got rid.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Mazraoui. Aim forwards. Chukwueze.
Osimhen looking to get on the end of this. Oh, that's neat. Now here's the delivery. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Adli. Ben Seguir. And it's Adli. Hakimi.
Oh, sweet feet.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Hakimi. Adli. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
And it's played forward. That'll be a throw-in.
In it comes. And here's Chukwueze. Chukwueze, chance for a shot! Has another goal!
Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Iwobi is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Does really well to win the ball there. Ndidi. Can they find an extra gear here? And here's Chukwueze. Aina. Oh, such a clever touch. Chukwueze's cross.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
Chukwueze. Iwobi. They are right. Shot at goal! That's got him rattled. And he thumps it clear. Iwobi. Chukwueze. Out to the right. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Chukwueze. Final seconds, this has... Can he finish? Amrabat. Aguirre moved on forwards. Mazraoui. That's a good run down the left. Great run on the overlap here. Mazraoui. Here's the chance to cross. That's going to go a long way. Chance! Good trying. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Bassi. The winner in 90, 30 more to come. Nigeria displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Trostekong. Aina. Lovely feet. Nice interception, well timed. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Aguirre. And it's Diaz. It's out for a goal kick. That's really well manoeuvred. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Unahi. Amrabat. And it's played forward. Calmly anticipates. Aina. Ndidi. Trostekong. Lofted upfield. Chukwueze, that's a delicate pass. That's tidy. Aimed in towards the centre. That has been knocked clear. In again. Punched away. Amrabat, aimed forwards. Hakimi. Looking here to chip it through. And claimed it back swiftly. Well, played right into his path. No, that's too long. Moved on forwards. Ben Seguir. Iwobi. Osimhen. Good play on the left-hand side here. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. And he's managed to get free. A chance to play it in. Adley. Oh, it's played into the area. Clears it away. And it's Diaz. Amrabat. Out to the left it goes. Mazraoui. Backward it goes. Unahi. Might be taken. Ben Seguir! No, he couldn't find the finish. Aina. Trostekong. Bassi, early ball out from the back. Ndidi. Iwobi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Aguirre. Unahi. Into the channel. Cuts out the pass. Unahi. Hakimi. Brahim Diaz. Could move up a gear here. Iwobi. Lacking in accuracy.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Caresses it through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Morocco clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Aguirre. Unahi. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Mazraoui. Great defending, strong and determined. And reclaimed it in a trice. Chukwueze.
Yeah, just noticing now about that defensive line and how much it's dropping. It's too deep for me.
And why do you think that would be?
Well, it's an obvious move to prevent the opposition from exploiting the space that was usable.
Bassi. And here's Osimhen. Wins the duel this time. Ben Seguir. Mazraoui. Ndidi, he's been bundled over. That is a foul. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Great chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Bassi shifted upfield. What a throw in. Chukwueze. Aina. Nigeria keep the ball but can't do anything meaningful with it. Bassi. Ndidi. And it's Iwobi. Amrabat. Brahim Diaz. Amrabat. Unahi. Aguirre, aim forwards. Chukwueze, gently done. Well read, and the danger is averted. Thinks one through. Ndidi. And it's played forward. Tries to get it clear. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Moved on forwards. Oh, nicely intercepted. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Ben Seguir. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ndidi. Moved on forwards. Aina. Well, that's really good play on the right, he's driving forward. Showing good feet. Chukwueze. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he's well positioned, and he shoots! keeper has taken decisive action. Iwobi, and a chance! And somehow he managed to miss it. And it's Ajnu. Unahi. Aina. Trostekong. And it's played forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Aguirre. That's really well manoeuvred. Great defending, strong and determined. Iwobi. Ben Sagir wins the duel this time. Throw in. Brahim Diaz. And they've got a throw. Unahi does really well to win the ball there. And it's Iwobi. Ndidi. Ben Sagir absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
That's good play. Ajnu doing full tilt down the left. Played into the box. Corner it is. They've played it short. Now it's Adli. Unahi. Cross from Hakimi. Defending of the desperate variety. Unahi. Nigeria have got it back and they'll have another go. Decent progress down the left. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He can get that clear. And that's a throw. Bassi. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Hoisted in. Time to deliver. Oh, that's neat. Clears it away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Ben Seguir. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Brahim Diaz. Now it's Ben Seguir. And the counter-attack is on for Morocco. Ajnou, he's on a run down the left wing. And it's Diaz. This might spell danger. Could be danger. He's had a shot! Bassi aim forwards. Now he's wondering who wants it. And here's Osimhen. Iwobi. And the shot! Oh, should have put that away. And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ndidi. Aina. Hit into the middle. And that was very necessary. And that is a little undercooked. Chance to shoot! Cleared away. Nice control. So much time and space here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that's it for the first drama in these final 15 minutes. They have given it everything. It's been gruelling. But who will be standing at the very end? Adli. And the counter is on. Chukwueze. Aina. It's a good run down the right. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. And it's hoisted clear. And he's there to clear it. Amrabat shifted upfield. Adli clipped into space. Trostekong. Aina. Iwobi. Aina. Some good work on the right flank here. Now it's Iwobi. Iwobi. Long ball looking to counter. Bassi. And it's played forward. Good play on the left-hand side here. Lovely feet. Gets a good foot in there. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. That's the keeper's ball. Brahim Diaz, gently done. Now it's Osimhen. Ndidi. Lovely bit of skill. Ndidi is onto this. Aina. Real chance! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence.
Waiting for.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Amrabat. And it's Hakimi. Hakimi looking up to see who wants it. It's a mighty effort! Who will be livid with himself?
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Trostekong. Iwobi. Unahi. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, such a clever touch. Plenty to aim at here. That's very neat. Chukwueze. Iwobi. quality ball.
Brahim Diaz. Hakimi.
Adli.
Brahim Diaz.
He's in plenty of space here. Adli. That's really well manoeuvred.
Aina.
Moved on forwards.
Chukwueze aim forwards.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Adli. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Osimhen. Bassi.
Moved on forwards. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Ashnu. Now it's Ben Seguir.
Good chance here! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Ndidi.
That's been drilled forward.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's Adli.
Adli. Looking for a decent ball in. They've won a corner. Adli plays it short. And that has been cleared. And that's been won straight back. Adli. Oh, they could be caught out here. A chance to play it in. And here's Adli. Brahim Diaz! It's a loose ball. Look, in he goes again! And one more try! Goal!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
It won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And now he has two.
Real game here.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Hakimi.
And it's played forward.
Well timed, excellent interception. And back to the keeper they go. Trostekong. Driven forward. Amrabat. Unahi, over to the left. Can he finish? Deftly away. He's shifting through the gears here. Great defending, strong and determined. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, easy pickings there. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Amrabat, delicate ball, and it needs to be. And he's there to clear it. That's a throw. Clears it away. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He is through here. Bassi. Trostekong. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Amrabat. A quick ball upfield. Ndidi. Ndidi shifted upfield.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That looks a cracking ball. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And that is out of play. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Hakimi. And it's Hakimi. Brahim Diaz. Oh, good spread. Morocco cannot afford for this to peter out. There just isn't time left. Proves too strong.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And it's lofted through here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And that is a little undercooked.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Benseki, decent chance! Hakimi. Amrabat. Hakimi. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Delivered in.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Amrabat. Unahi gently done. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Searching pass he's played there. Corner given. Hakimi goes short. Asmu's cross.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Iwobi played out to the left flank. Oh, that's nice. That's a nicely weighted pass. And it's hoisted clear. Nigeria have reclaimed it. Great work on the overlap. He is just caressing the ball. Needs a quality cross. Iwobi.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Brahim Diaz. Ashley. Keeps on running. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And here's Brahim Diaz.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Aina. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And the shot! And Didi tries to dink it through. Amrabat. Brahim Diaz. Ben Seguir played out to the right. Hakimi. Iwobi. Unahi does really well to win the ball there. Aina. That's a lovely, neat pass. Hakimi.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
The referee has ended the second half of extra time. All square, some weary legs out there, so who has it left in them to take a penalty? Boy, you can feel the tension. Osimhen shoulders the responsibility of the first kick. And he's found the net.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Ben Sagir is the next man in the spotlight. Coolly done, one each.
He just did what he was asked.
So, the second man in line. Keeper's gone the wrong way.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
So, the second man in line. Oh, it's come off the bar!
Well, I think he's overestimated the keeper's reach then.
This to put them 2 up. Oh, what a save!
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
The third man in the queue.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
He steps up to take the 4th penalty. Oh, good take. Keeper committed himself.
Good penalty. Completely wrong-footed, the keeper.
Brahim Diaz is the 4th man to step up. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
This is match point. He's buried it, and he's won it. Nigeria have come through in the most dramatic fashion, and the show goes on. The ultimate test of nerve and mettle, and they have made the grade.
What a way to finish a long, hard match.
Very interesting football education, Peter. He spent time in his youth, both in Manchester and Madrid. He's had a real elite upbringing. And it's easy to see why those schools of thought have had an influence on his game. He's very intelligent with his movement, he's hard to dispossess. He does have a tendency to maybe be overly ambitious at times, but I'm sure he'll sort that out.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. He's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Adley wins the duel this time. There's the header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, he certainly got to the
Nisiri,
Hakimi,
Adley, Nisiri, Adley, and behind for a goal kick.
Ndidi, Bassi,
Lookman. Aguirre attempts a clearance. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Iwobi. Great defending, strong and determined. Lookman. Iwobi. Ndidi. Brahim Diaz. And claimed it back swiftly. Unahi. Unahi shifted upfield. Shoots! And he's following up! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Morocco really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Iwobi. And here's Chukwueze. Osimhen. Amrabat, aim forwards. Looking to break at pace. Little doubt, that is a foul. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's Hakimi. Osimhen absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Brahim Diaz. And they can counter here. En-Nesyri. Amrabat. Now then, the ball's come loose. Strong running down that left flank. Plenty waiting in the middle. Iwobi. And it's played forward. So what can they make of this? Lookman. Now it's Iwobi. Calmly anticipates. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Nigeria clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's shifting through the gears here. Bassi with the clearance. And he's there to clear it. Now it's Osimhen. Iwobi. Now it's Osimhen. And he cuts out the supply. It's a pretty loose pass. Trostekong. Bassi. Ndidi. Ndidi, gently done. Aina. Iwobi. Unahi. Now, what about a counter-attack? Amrabat. Amrabat, forwards and with intent. Chukwueze, moved on forwards. Lookman. And the counter-attack is on here for Nigeria. He has found the way through. And that's aimed into the middle.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Mazraoui. Aguirre. Mazraoui. Aguirre. Adley looks to get on the end of this. Amrabat. Hakimi. Lookman, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. That's really well manoeuvred. Osimhen, he's found a way through. Aguirre with a fine tackle. They've played it short. Chukwueze. And they've got a throw. Nice control. Time to deliver. Now it's Ndidi. Ndidi. Unahi shifted upfield. Ndidi. And it's Iwobi. Iwobi. Out to the right. There's the shot! Brahim Diaz. And the counter is on. Lookman. Oh, that's neat. That's a throw. Lookman. Amrabat, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. En-Nesyri. Hakimi. Well, they can break here. Iwobi. Clearly not happy with that. Aguirre, aim forwards. Unahi. And here's En-Nesyri. Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Bassi, driven forward, and he's straight offside. Iwobi. Osimhen. And here's Chukwueze. Bunu sends that a long way. And it's Mazraoui. That's tidy. Over to the left. Flings it across. And he thumps it clear. It's gone out for a throw-in. here's Adli. Adli puts a cross in. Do have a chance to counter here. Lookman, gently done. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's En-Nesyri. Oh, that's a dangerous ball. Lobbed in behind. Oh, what a climb! Oh, extraordinary.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to take the spot as well.
And here's Iwobi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Moved on forwards. Now it's En-Nesyri. Aimed in towards the centre. And that is not finding anyone. Morocco playing high up the pitch here, very much taking the front foot approach. Oh, Red, nice interception. Adli. Bassi. Oh, a delicate chip through. Lookman providing an outlet on that flank. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And it's been taken short. And here's Osimhen. That's good defending, very good defending. Trostekong. And it's Iwobi. Unahi does really well to win the ball there. En-Nesyri. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, this looks sharp. He's onto it in a flash. Cleared away. And the bat done delicately. Bassi getting this one clear. That's a half-decent try. Mazraoui plays it short. And it's hoisted clear. Adli. Hakimi. Brahim Diaz. And here's Ender's big chance! Goal! Morocco! And Morocco score first! It is a good finish. The odds were against him.
He had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Already. Iwobi. Nigeria are already chasing the game. Long time to go.
Look, they've simply been punished for a sleepy start. Time for that wake-up call.
And it's Ndidi. And here's Iwobi, and the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Osimhen certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
The assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And it's played forward. Hakimi. Now it's En-Nesyri. Adli. Nigeria already required to chase the game. Adli. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Mazraoui goes short. That'll be a throw-in. Cuts out the pass. Lookman. Ambitious ball here. It's come to nothing. Lookman. Iwobi. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Danger averted for now. Lookman. That has found him in acres of space. Oh, smashing header! That's really well cleared. Mazraoui, that's a sharp pass. Time and again they are repelled. Oh, nicely intercepted. Bassi. Ndidi. Bassi. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Diaz. Adli. And here's Brahim Diaz. Mazraoui. There are a few waiting for it. Hit into the middle. That has been knocked clear. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Out to the left it goes. Played into the middle. Unahi concedes a free kick for that.
Unahi. Brahim Diaz. And it's played forward. In the series, spread out to the left. Clipped into space. That's going to go a long way. Amrabat. Gets good distance on it. That'll be a throw. Brahim Diaz. And here's En-Nesyri. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Chukwueze. Aina. Aim forwards. Aguirre wins the duel this time. Unahi. That's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards. Now it's Osimhen. And he's there to get it away. That's a throw. Trostekong. And it's Ndidi. Thinks one through. Will play through for the wide man. Morocco ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And here's Osimhen. Osimhen, and the finish! Hakimi. Aguirre. Brahim Diaz. Lookman takes a look up. Lookman swings it across.
Nigeria clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Lookman clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.